Sir!
Hello. We are prepared.
We are
Prepared. Hello, I'm Kieran. This is Rob. I'm Kieran. Welcome to the newest instalment of the 41st episode, which actually is the only instalment of the 41st episode of Decided podcast on a today. Live and in your homes.
Why our march?
Cool. Today is the return of the Decided tournament. Last time we had a great time. This time we will have a great time. This time it's more themes though. Last time it was just throw a lot of our favourite bands together. This time it's classic rock and metal.
But this is the start of something new, and this is how we're going to do the next few tournaments, and then we are going to have a winner of winners tournament.
Yeah, might do 2 a year tournaments, you crazy crackers.
And whichever band makes the cut for that will receive nothing from us, because
Might get a strongly thankful tweet.
just can I advertising and stuff? I mean, it's fine.
Should be fine, to be honest.
Fair enough. I'm drinking from Burger King.
I was going to say the same joke. Anyway, first of all, if I do say so myself, it's time for the nudes. Are you ready?
I am, because I have not been up to date this week at all.
Wow.
I know about Corey Taylor. Something to do with Corey Taylor. Well, I'm sure we'll get there.
We're actually not.
Oh.
Not all of the news that we picked was being used for time restraints, but we can top it up at the end if you want. For the actual news, I'll tip this off. Also, by the way, spoiler alert, we are also reviewing While She Sleeps by While She Sleeps, the band. Shut up.
We are reviewing So What by While She Sleeps.
Yes, and here's the real spoiler alert. I have reviewed this album entirely in the wrong order.
Okay.
So you're going to have to lead me on that.
Okay.
Because I didn't write on shuffle until the last 3 songs. Thanks, Spotify.
Oh yeah, it's the app's fault, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so starting off with much somber news. UFO keyboardist / guitarist dies aged 73. His name was Paul Raymond.
I mean, that's pretty impressive to play keyboard and guitars at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's the kind of guy Paul Raymond was. So yeah, typical thoughts with the family, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's sad.
Shame. He seems like at least a fairly old age.
He was like 73. Yes, he's been famous. He's definitely done a fuck ton of drugs and drank a lot of alcohol and had a lot of parties. So to live to 73 on top of a lifestyle like that,
yeah,
not bad.
Keeping on the same kind of low tone, but at a younger age. Oh, hello, microphone. You just fell off. Niall, and dodecahedron vocalist Michael. Sorry if I destroy this name. Michael Ekinar has died age 42, which is also a shame. Down from the Swedish scene. Well, we spoke at Niall a few years ago. No, that's Nihilist. My bad.
Yeah. I have no idea where the band are from. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know who it was, but sad either way. 42.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's definitely way too young.
Cool, yeah, so thoughts with both their family and all that malarkey.
Yes.
Oakley.
Yes, they are a band.
They are a band. So in the next piece of news, Oakley Dokley, the Ned Flanders themed band, have made it that far that they were actually featured on an episode of The Simpsons. They played during the credits at the end, I believe.
I mean, that is it. That is that band made.
Yeah.
Now, from this point onwards.
Look at them.
They are
a Flandery bunch.
Yeah.
Looks like they're wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Looks like they're Ned Flanders clothes.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Yeah, so they have made the end title sequence of The Simpsons, which is fucking great. Considering
That's how you know you made it as a band.
Yeah, pow chow. Moving on to funnier stuff. Even funnier than that, you say? I do say so myself. I've said it now. Baywatch legend David Hasselhoff will be diving into heavy metal for his next album. I'm literally stealing the words from Loudwire. Thanks, Loudwire. We appreciate you.
I question this. I question the authenticity of what Hasselhoff defines as metal. if he comes out with some white snakes and stuff.
It's still metalish, isn't it?
I mean, it's more metal than Hasselhoff has ever done.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll see, though. I mean, if he comes out and he's just like, I am David Hasselhoff, buy my merch.
Baywatch. Yeah, it's not going to be a heavy metal album, but it's going to feature heavy metal songs.
Interesting either way.
Yeah, super interesting.
Fair. I wait eagerly with bated breath.
I don't care for it.
Fair enough.
Going to definite metal, Slayer. Oh, no, not high enough. And he flops. Oh, hey, Sophie Ray Faye. Slayer are suing Iceland's Secret Solstice Festival organisers. Now, this comes last year they played there, and they said they owed more money than they were paid. So they weren't fully compensated for the last year's, which is a very strange. I'm not sure. Well, I definitely saw it last year. The weirdest lineup I've seen in a while, with Slayer and Stormzy on the same bill, and Bonnie Tyler. It was a very weird mix.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So they have sued them, or are going to be suing them.
Okay.
For close to 16 million Icelandic krona, which works out in layman's terms, or in normal terms,
400 Ugandan dollars.
$134,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Their band due arrears after July 4th, 2018, and still haven't been paid.
Mad.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And to finish off the news of proper news that has photos behind us, Devil Driver have finished recording a new album.
What?
You a fan of Devil Driver?
I wouldn't say like I'm a massive fan, but I'm quite keen to check it out.
I'm not a massive fan, but there are some songs like Clouds Over California will go down as one of my favourite songs of all time.
Fair. That is a big deal.
It's a beast. And the music video sick as well. I think
were they Devil Driver the ones that did the Randy Bly and the Cash?
Yes, the Riders in the Sun.
Ghost Riders in the Nights, in the Sun, in the
ones.
Sky, in
the moon, yeah.
That one. Yeah, that was really good. So
yeah, I really liked it. It's gonna be a completely different vibe to that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, because it would be their own shit. But I mean, that was their own shit, and it was good.
And to cap off the news, we'll just do a quick read through of what we had planned behind the scenes. This is what's going on. We'll flash through it quickly. Corey Taylor guests on new Falling Reverse song Drugs. Don't care, don't like them. Corey's cool, don't like them.
Yeah, that pretty much sums that one up. Next.
I know we disagree on this. Unfortunately for me, or not for me personally, but I don't. Whatever. Ronnie James Dio's hologram tour announces summer 2019 dates.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why people choose to go to it, but it will never be the same. So I personally would never go to a show like that, but I can understand.
Change your tone.
No, I can understand it. When did I say that I would ever go to a hologram
episode
show?
4, we discussed this.
Take you up on this.
Whatever
Hologram Wars.
Hologram Wars, yeah, it might be episode 3.
Wars. Interesting.
We had a whole episode named after.
I feel like it might have been episode 2.
Oh, I don't fucking agree. Yeah.
Oh right, well.
You'll find out.
Opened up a can of worms now, sir.
What are you looking at? There's a serial killer movie.
Oh, I'm not looking at that. I'm getting distracted by pictures of cats.
All right, Brandon Farris. There's a serial killer movie coming to Netflix starring James Hetfield.
Hologram Wars, episode 2.
Suck it. Fair enough.
I know our shit sometimes.
What's episode 9?
The one where I'm holding the pizza box and now I'm 100%.
Nah, I'm sure that's like 5 with the pizza box. Or 7.
Oh,
I'm going to Corey Taylor Swift for 9. I'm probably wrong. It's
Taylor.
turned into our moment now.
Yeah, sorry. We do have an episode for you. It's getting late.
And I said that was 7 like the pizza box. That's my win.
I mean, you said it was 5. But...
No, I said 5, actually Okay,
right. Well, do you know what?
End the podcast now.
I was going to say, when this episode finishes, we'll watch this back and we'll decide. We'll
decide so. And finally, in the final bit of no, it's not the final one. Stained are coming back. They made a joke about it, and now they're actually doing it, and I'm not sure if it's going to be long.
I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy about that because I like Stained.
I'd like to play a festival where they actually play It's Been a While.
Yeah, that would be nice because it's been a while since they've done that.
Well, the only time I saw them was Download 9 and they didn't play It's Been a While. How can you be Stained and not play It's Been a While?
How can you be stained? I mean, yeah, fair enough. Did they play it outside?
I don't know.
Fair enough. I don't know. I don't care.
And finally,
I'm on the
Corey Taylor
outside.
gets engaged to his fiancée Alicia Dove. Now, this may be like, why are you pointing this out? This is boring news. Pointing out because there was a big thing over journalism that she kept on being referred to as Corey Taylor's fiancée. And we're not doing that. She has a name. Do your shit. Cut the bullshit. Cool, let's move on. It's tournament time.
It
For
fucking
the
is.
first time in history since last April.
Yeah.
Maybe March.
March.
Go
March.
to tournament.
Are you fucking ready? Because I am.
I'm not ready at all.
Alright, fair enough. We'll come back next week. See you later, guys. It's been emotional.
It has. So last year we did the matchups and we did the matches how they were announced like last week. We did those in order and we chose a topic at random. But it got to the point where we got like guitarist 3 times before current relevance had been used once.
That didn't really work, did it?
No.
I mean, that works.
So this time we're going to do it differently. We've got the topics in order. And we're going to pick the matches up. So we'll do the first 8 matches today. That's 5 on that hand. That's 8 with a pen. So, the matchup that we'll have for vocalist.
8 with a pen. Write it down.
Vocalist.
Write it down. Episode 48 with a pen. 41, 8 with a pen. 41, 8 remembers. We have fun here. Right. Yeah, where are we got what?
You're writing down that thing.
That is, what was it? 8 with a pen.
Yeah. And yeah, so vocalist will be the first matchup. That's the topic. Who is going? That's 2.
That is 2. I did such a good job at shaking that box.
Are you ready for vocalist, the matchup?
No, because I know that some of them could be really insanely difficult.
Black Sabbath versus Anthrax.
I mean, that's not difficult at all.
So we'll go with the same process last year. We'll discuss
each
both side for both sides, then do an overall. Last year we had like a 5 limit for each. We'll just fucking go as we want now. This was fucking crazy this week. Yeah.
So the first thing to point out is that Anthrax have changed vocalists 3 times.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, sir. I mean, you're a music journalist. So I'm gonna.
It's like saying the Daily Mail knows about news. I don't know everything.
Yeah, no, that's true.
On a Daily Mail page. How
weird. That is fucking weird. That's about Trump, though. I read that thing about Trump being a time traveler. It's quite interesting. I'll link you to this later because honestly, this is.
I don't have to give the Daily Mail airtime, but anyway.
Well, yeah. Anthrax is a serious infectious disease caused by. Oh right, yeah. Anthrax banned. So, let's see who their members are. So, the current vocalist is a Joey something. I know that much. I know it. Joey Belladonna. There you go. And they've had some other vocalists before.
They have. Yes.
I just realised how long it was going to take me to siphon through all of that.
Indeed.
We're great at what we do.
We are. So Sabbath first.
Prince of Darkness, mate.
It's Ozzy and Dio in this one, technically.
Yeah. And to be fair,
both incredible vocalists.
Yeah.
Ozzy is. If we talk about the current day, Ozzy's lost his way, and he can't. Having said that, we're not talking about live shows, we're talking about albums. So actually, on 13, his vocals weren't bad. They weren't what they used to be, but they weren't bad. And obviously, we can't talk about the current day with Dio, but in his most recent Sabbath stuff back in the year 90s.
In the year 90s. In the year 90s.
Yeah, his vocals are really impressive. Bless you.
Thanks. Legitimately have milkshake up my nose.
Do you have a preferred vocalist out of Dio and Ozzy, out of curiosity?
Fuck. Ozzy. Yeah, I would say Ozzy. It's got to be.
That's got to be done.
I mean, are we just going off a vocal performance? Like just a vocal performance? Because as a
we're talking as a person vocalist as well.
Yeah, as a vocalist, I think Ozzy has to beat pretty much everyone. There's nobody that will be as insane as him.
What, so as the person, you mean?
As the person, he is an incredible vocalist through talent as well, but just
He is a fucking nutcase.
he is a fucking nutcase, and that is everything that you need in the frontman of a band. Quite frankly, is for them to be absolutely batshit insane.
This podcast is now entitled Dad Jokes. It's not. That was a dad joke. Boop. Boop on the face. Bippity boppity. So let's talk about Anthrax. We're kind of maybe going towards something anyway.
Yeah, I have a strange feeling that we might be. I mean, Anthrax,
do like Anthrax, and the vocals are pretty good for the part for which they're known.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, I actually prefer, and obviously don't know his name, but I actually prefer the vocalist that they had for Safe Home, which is probably my favourite Anthrax track.
It's a good track.
Do you want to give me the opening lyrics? To,
what was it called? What song again? Sorry.
Safe Home.
I found a safe home.
Nice track.
Where I can take my bone. It's a song about a dog in his kennel.
Yeah, well done. You nailed it. He's a good vocalist.
Was I wrong?
No.
Okay.
I think we know where we're going with this, really, and it is a bit biased in that sense because I know a lot more Sabbath than I do Anthrax, unfortunately.
It's true, yeah. But Sabbath obviously much more influential, yeah.
Yeah, and that has to be sort of taken into account as well. I don't think Sabbath would have been quite as massive without Ozzy.
Touche, yeah, I'm afraid.
So
just like that, Anthrax are eliminated.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, so we got all the fans.
All just
wrote Anthrax from your thing by accident. We got everyone that was willing, so not many of you peasants, to vote in this. And currently it's just voting for your favourite, so don't worry if suddenly people vote for Anthrax here, weirdly. It's not that they're going, oh, who's a better vocalist. It's just favourite band.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
Black Sabbath, 6 votes.
Excellent.
Anthrax, none.
Okay.
Big fat fucking 0. So I'm glad to see that all of our tens of fans agree with us.
I can't even say 10 minutes 6.
Mm.
Ozzy is fab. He is a character.
Looked in like 3 different places to flick your cigarette. One of them was in the drawer, in which I will now pick.
For guitarist.
Fuck. Okay. Sir, did you want to put that in the done pile?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll never have Anthrax again.
Never say never. Jovi versus Sister.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a good little fight for guitarist.
That is a good little fight for guitarist, actually, because...
I mean, I know my winner, straight from the get-go, but I know it's a good little fight. It's a better fight than the previous. Let's talk about Jovi first.
Yeah, guitar work's pretty good.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, it's...
Richie Sambardino. It's not his name.
It's not his gnome.
It's not his gnome. That's not his gnome.
That's not my gnome. Mate, right, fucking... It's going to bug me now, so we're going to have to look. We perhaps should have pointed out.
Richie Sambora, I'm sure it is.
Let's have a look. I mean, maybe in the past. Currently consists of singer John Bon Jovi, keyboardist David Bryan, drummer Tico Torres, guitarist Phil X.
He's left, yeah.
What kind of a name is Phil
I was
X?
actually listening to Bon Jovi on the way here. I was
Dave Sabo. Sabo?
No.
Richie Sambora.
Yeah, Sambora, not Sambano. Cool. I was listening to a couple of songs on the way here, literally by chance. They hardly ever come up on shuffle, and they both came up on
Shuffle.
Yeah. Wanted Dead or Alive, the guitar work in that. I fucking love it.
Fucking...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really itchy nostril suddenly. Gross sound, I'm sorry. I've got a cold coming up.
I am definitely going to be watching that back. If you can listen. Oh, we are funny. Right, we're getting so distracted by your nostrils.
That's what they do. What they're here for.
Okay, so we're both in agreement either way that guitar work is pretty fucking good in
Yes.
Bon Jovi.
Absolutely.
Um,
However, it is really good in Twisted Sister too.
It is.
Attacking my bones.
I'm trying to think of like a really standout sister song that I actually know for guitar work, and none really come to mind. Are, like massively standout. Like you've already pointed out a couple of Bon Jovi songs, and I agree. Even Living on a Prayer's got fucking
Could you hear it, Sophie?
the nose. It was awful.
Excellent.
Oh, mate. Can you think of any standout sister songs for guitar work?
We're not going to take it. It's got a pretty good guitar riff in it.
Is it stand out though? Like, is it really like?
No. I mean, I already knew my choice when I read out the names under guitarist. But why don't you go first? It surprised me. Unless you want to discuss Bon Jovi and Twisted Sister further.
I have nothing else to really say. There's
Voices with nothing to say. And Shadows and Slash, not related to this topic at all.
I'm sure if you ever get around to that special though.
Grinding bone sounds. Oh, that sounds horrific.
Are you okay, hon?
Yeah, I'm getting cold in my nose now to make the noise.
That's fucking.
So I'm going. Sorry, you go first. Sorry.
I am gonna have to pick Bon Jovi.
Isn't it obvious? Jovi goes through because we both picked him.
And sister is laminated. Mate, so
I feel like it's going to go the opposite direction. I haven't looked at any of the votes, neither has Rob before today.
oh, you are 100% correct, sir. Bon Jovi with 1 vote, Twisted Sister with 4.
Who was the one? I'm curious.
The one.
Luke Powell, isn't it?
It is. How did you know that?
I've seen who's voted, and I was like, he seems like the type.
So we have Faulkner. Sophie Ray also says Twisted Sister. Oof. We have words. Haley Holt and Jamie Price all said Twisted Sister would beat Bon Jovi in one way or another.
Look who the real winners are. Bon Jovi.
Oh!
Next up is for the drummer topic, and it will be this exact match. That's 2 again. I'll take the outer rim.
Wow.
Yeah, drummer.
I'm scared.
Motley Crue versus Faith No More.
Fucking hell. Here we go.
That's really tight.
That is extremely difficult.
Oh, okay.
Right. I already do know mine, but let's talk. Let's start off with Tommy Lee.
I'm completely torn.
Let's start off with Tommy Lee. So, fucking crazy dude. Really young at the time of joining the band. Was actually quite an innocent bloke in the beginning before drugs.
Back in the day.
Back in the old day.
Decided, sponsored by refreshment.
Do you have to wait until I'm drinking every time?
We were both drinking. I thought you finished. Decided, also sponsored by whining. He's joking. I mean, I'm joking.
I'm sure he doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
He's just a whingy person. Can't believe you'd say that.
Anyway, Tommy Lee, drugs, Motley Crue, drumming.
He's really fucking sick,
Those
man.
are a few of my favourite things.
He's a really sick drummer. He's a really, really sick drummer. Has pretty much been nuts from the off. For anybody that's watched The Dirt, that new thing on Netflix.
I need to watch it.
It's alright.
I've heard really good things apart
It's
from now.
alright.
You're the first.
It's alright. It's not as amazing as Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, God, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, no.
Bohemian Rhapsody is fucking incredible.
But
let me tell you a half-an-hour story about my enjoyment of Bohemian Rhapsody. Fast forwarded.
I'm so taken aback.
It's suddenly 9 p.m.
I'm really taken aback. I can't believe you had so much enjoyment.
Crazy.
Can you tell me it one more time? Wow, man, blown away.
Think I was blown away. Look at Freddie. Anyway.
I can't do this anymore. I quit. Oh, you look so seductive. Yeah, Motley Crue, fucking great, and the drums are a big part of what carries that. Obviously, like, any band would be fucked for live show, really. Any of these bands would pretty much be trashed for live show.
Yeah.
If they were up against them, because they literally set places on fire for a living. But because it's drummer, they're still going to get my vote. And we haven't even discussed Faith No More yet. So
no.
Perhaps
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Faith No More's drumming's really good though.
It is.
Like that drumming intro, basic as fuck to epic, but I love it. It's
just simple, isn't it?
I did the wrong song. No, it is that.
No, I mean that's...
Yeah, it's the right song. I'm sure it is.
Insane. What is it?
It is that.
It's just a privilege to watch your mind at work. I mean, yeah, that's a fucking epic song, to be fair. Midlife crisis as well.
What is into us?
No. That's tough.
It is tough. Like, I was okay. I do really like Faith No More's drumming.
Because now that you're actually saying it as well, you say spoiler alert, but I'm now into mines more than I was 30 seconds ago.
Retracted.
Like, Faith No More have just got that kind of like simplicity drumming and tight drumming down to an absolute
But it works so well, yeah.
Yeah, they're not a band that you would want them to be like ballistic on the drums for.
No.
Really, because everything
Leave
else
that to Mr.
carries
Bungle.
that through. Exactly. Mate, this is really, really fucking tough. I'm still going to go with Crew. But it is a very tight one, Chewy.
This is very tough. I'm going to go with Crew as well.
Yeah.
I went into this thinking Faith No More, but I was still like, this would be very tight.
It's just, you can't deny how fucking crazy some of early Crew really is. So let's have a look and see what everyone else thinks. Wow. What did you think? In terms of how the votes went.
Is there 6, you say?
Yeah, there's 6 overall.
I think that would be a tie or 4-2 to Crew.
Other way round.
4-2 to Faith No More. Shit, man.
Unbelievable. That's
well, they're gone,
man.
See you later, bitches.
Wow. Savage.
Next topic for the next match is, in fact, image and artwork.
Oh,
Let's
damn.
hope I know these bands, as I do know all 32 bands in this topic.
Do you know Megadeth and Rolling Stones?
I do know Megadeth.
Oh,
that is
fucking
dickish.
God.
That is insane for this topic.
That is fucking nuts, because you've got one of the most pinnacle album covers of all time ever versus Megadeth.
Great fucking covers every time, almost.
Yeah, almost.
Apart from Warheads and Foreheads. No, actually, that's not a bad cover, actually. It's just awesome. Awesome? I retract that. Awful album name.
Yeah, 100%.
Warheads on Foreheads. There's no scene. There's no scene. There's no scene. There is no scene. This should be the one that Rob said beforehand. But we're winging it. Winging it?
Winging it.
Winging it. We're winging it like that.
What should I have done when, why?
You shouldn't have done anything wrong. You're fine. We have no backdrop for this.
You said you're fired then. I was just like, alright.
You're fired.
Savage. If I dropped the ball, then I apologise. I just thought...
You haven't.
Okay. Ah. Okay.
I mean, it wasn't clear in the chat. I'll give it that. That rhymed.
Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun, dun.
day. So, no worries.
We don't have a backdrop for this one, so
Here you go.
use your imagination.
Megadeth. Rolling Stones. Deciphered.
Holy fuck.
Don't say don't treat you. Cool. Megadeth. I thought it was pretty crystal clear.
It was alright, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, don't let that take away from the fact that this is probably the hardest one so far.
Nuts, yeah.
Okay,
Mate.
so let's go for image themselves, because that's the easier half of this. They don't really have an image, like kind of like the Rolling Stones got their still got the 60s vibe about them.
They had an image back then.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
whereas Megadeth kind of haven't.
They've just kind of got the image that every other kind of metal band of their kind of scene really has, where it's just the thrash and the fucking armbands, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, long hair,
vest tops.
ginger.
Everyone's ginger in metal. So I mean, yeah, for sure. I think in terms of image, the Stones have to get it. In terms of artwork,
it's really
though,
tough. I'm going to place this down for a while because we're going to be here in a moment, I can tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Just want to say this t-shirt looks really great. Let me know. Repping Instigates. Where was I going with this? Megadeth's artwork. Artwork. Who's the first band? It is Megadeth. Yeah, Megadeth. Let's talk Megadeth. Megadeth's artwork has always been pretty pinnacle in their career. Like their Abomination, I think it's called, the alien thing dude.
Well, let's have a look.
Like, if you want peace, Prepare for War is nothing to do with Megadeth. Peace sells, but who's buying, however, is. And that album is pretty damn iconic in itself.
So let's have a look at some of these covers, because, mate,
I've seen that Rude Awakening one before. That's pretty cool. That's DVD.
That's
bed falling out of
a
hotel.
live album, and that's really fucking weird. But even like their live stuff, like that is a live album, and
Yeah,
it's just fucking sick.
Looking at Unplugged in Boston. Yeah, but like the biggest ones like Peace Sells, Rust in Peace, Countdown to Extinction, of course.
Right, so let's have a look at where is Peace Sells.
Top.
Rust in Peace, Peace Sells, but who's buying? That's probably one of the biggest Megadeth covers, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's not even that great, but
it's part of
gives
that.
Its point.
It is. It's part of the band. It's just what they do. I actually do think it's pretty sick, to be fair.
It's a pretty good cover. Like, it's not one of the greatest covers of all time, kind of thing, but I do really like it.
Oh, dude, this is so tough. I actually really quite like this as well. I've not actually seen this one before, but it's pretty sick. Pretty futuristic-y. Fucking love it. We're looking at Dystopia.
I know Dystopia was pretty shit, though, as an album, but I can't remember. I haven't listened to it.
Most likely, but still, he's holding the head of the Statue of Liberty by the looks of it, or something like that. Or like a fucking droid with like Liberty spikes on. It looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
He's also holding a fucking katana, so.
Then you have Rolling Stones with the famous
40 licks.
Flabigoo, the mouth tongue.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Which you'll see anywhere. It's a household symbol.
It is a household symbol, and it is iconic to everything that gave birth to metal and stuff in the scenes prior to that. It is everything, to the point where magazines now have it as their fucking logo because it is that iconic.
Yep. I know my answer.
It's got to be Stones.
It's got to be Megadeth.
Wow, crazy. Yeah. Here we go.
For me, let's go why, first of all. Megadeth, like, great, granted, the logo is great for Rolling Stones, but constant, like, that was one thing that worked out really well for them. Really fucking well for them. But Megadeth have had a constant outflow of great artwork. Yeah. And for that is what takes it for me.
Yeah. I almost would say that you've twisted me a little bit there, but I'm going to stick with it just for the sake of sticking with it now.
And what was your reasonings for it?
Just that no other band has been able to shape industry kind of logos the way that the Stones have with that.
Okay.
No other band will ever do that again. I really don't think so.
And yeah, the only other one I can think of is this smiley face-ish thing from Nirvana.
Yeah, close, but still no cigar. Do you know what I mean?
Nirvana in this tournament.
No.
Cool.
They're not really like classic rock though, are they?
Well, I guess not.
They'll go into a grunge one if we do.
Yeah.
Which Soundgarden,
Pearl Jam.
Nirvana, Pearl Jam. There's time, sir. There's time. I
So
actually cannot see them
fan
on here.
vote
Let's have a
decides
look.
the winner.
Where the fuck are they? Megadeth, Rolling Stones. Are you ready for this?
I am.
1 vote, Megadeth. 5 votes, Rolling Stones.
That sucks.
Bye bye, Megadeth. I'm
Stones go
surprised
through.
at this. So, Jalen Watkins, Luke Powell, Haley, Sophie, and James Alexander Faulkner all voted for Stones. The 1 vote for Megadeth goes to Jamie
My boy
Price.
Jamie Price. Heartbreak.
Unfortunately, dudes,
Heartbreak right there.
you are out.
Next one goes to discography, and please be gentle.
With my anus. You didn't.
I picked up the same one. It's very difficult though.
Okay.
Are we going with it?
The one that we said that we absolutely hope that we never get. And we have to because we picked it out and we've seen it and the fans know it.
For discography, it's Dio versus Skid Row. Oh, great. Nice.
Right.
Cool. So, trying to really think real hard over the plethora of music they've released, it's hard to pick out my favourite album, let alone single, from either.
Is that just because there's so many good things?
I mean, they are pinnacle in our world, and obviously I'm fully aware of them.
Let's just have a little Spotify just to refamiliarise ourselves.
Are you going to search Dio and I search Skid Row? Or...
I've already gone for Skid.
Oh, well. Skid yourself on.
Cheers, mate.
So this is albums that are studio albums only, to clarify.
Skid Row with Skid Row, that was kind of, yeah, pretty pinnacle.
Yeah.
Genuinely, Slave to the Grind. Monkey Business is a big Skid Row song. However, as big as Skid Row were for a time, are they really Dio big?
I mean, no.
No.
You look at Dio's first album, Holy Diver. If you haven't heard that song, check it out, and then check out the better version by Killswitch Engage.
For sure.
Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, flipping Rainbow in the Dark. Big songs, and it carries on pretty much all the way through the discography, even up to 2013 with their last album, Finding the Sacred Heart. Oh, that's a live album. I fucked up.
Live.
2004 was Master of the Moon. Well, I should have known that the live album wasn't him because he died in 2010.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So,
just out of interest, if you go onto their artists overall,
yes,
and then go and have a look at the popular songs, what
yes.
sort of numbers are you playing with?
69 million for Holy Diver, 56 million for Rainbow in the Dark, and it drops down to 17 million for Last in Line.
Okay. So how about this? Skid Row's most popular on Spotify is 18 and Life, which I will tell you now is on Skid Row. It's the first album.
Yeah, obviously.
73 million.
That's crazy.
I Remember You, which is a song also on Skid Row, 47 million. And then Youth Gone Wild, which is a big one, 29 million. So
And it drops down to 8. So these
kind of balancing out, I guess. Really.
Yeah, I'd say Skid Row are more mainstream than Dio. Not saying they're mainstream, but more appeal to more
people for sure at a time. However, definitely did not carry the same kind of weight and influence
No.
that Dio still does to this day, really, even in death.
Trying to look through. So obviously we can't base it on one album or two albums. We'll look through the whole discography. Like, did Dio ever really go that shit? I would say he stayed at a pretty high level. Not as high as he first started, but still at a high level.
Whereas I would say Skid Row kind of dropped and died in the early to mid.
Are those top 3 songs all from the same album?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. These top 3 songs, however, are probably exactly the same. How do you do it? Oh, I need to click on that bit. Yeah. No.
There's one other album. Let me just double check that third. Not that it really matters because So Youth Gone Wild is also on Skid Row, so yeah.
I mean, I had my opinion pretty much as soon as we walked into this, obviously with my plethora of information.
I just want to point out, actually, all 5 of their most popular songs are from their first 2 albums, and then they released another one in 2003, which probably has not seen much radio play at all.
No.
And I don't know a single one. So there you go.
You don't know a single one?
I don't know a single one of those songs.
Obviously, check that out.
I know, right? I'm slacking.
So, I'm going to go with Dio, funnily enough.
I'm also going to go with Dio.
Now, if Skid Row win this by the fan vote, not win this, but if the fan vote went towards them, I'll be very surprised.
Let's have a look.
Dio has rocked for a long, long time.
6 votes to Dio, 0 to Skid Row.
Fantastic.
So there you have it, on every fucking count.
Dio go through.
Quite rightfully so.
How about you enjoy that? Next up, for Rob's choosing, if you can just stick that in the wrong box. Your wrong box. It's going to be live show for these guys.
Oh, fuck.
It's Beatles Metallica.
It's not.
Okay.
In some ways, though, you could argue that it could be worse. Cooper versus Def Leppard.
Oh, nah. Easy fucking win. Easy
Cooper.
Fucking win for Cooper.
100%.
Sorry, we'll chat about it, but his live shows are rarely beaten.
Absolutely insane. Yeah.
Wild Rider gets cut in half on stage.
Def Leppard, though, you do have to give them some credit. They put on a fucking damn good show.
Do they, though?
Yeah. Maybe not anymore, but
when I saw them in
the
09,
day.
it was nothing special.
Oh, back in
Like,
the
they
day,
played
though,
well,
man.
don't get me wrong. We've got to speak about playing well as the stage show itself. But, yeah, they played pretty
The thing is,
outstandingly.
Alice Cooper always plays pretty fucking impeccably as
He
well.
does, and he's fucking great. And I've only seen him once, and I was smashed at Bloodstock, and I fell off my camping chair, and almost hurt myself either way. Being sly there. Yeah.
Waving to the camera.
Yeah, just check on your guys are alright, you know? You crazy crackers. Yeah. Cooper.
It's Alice
Cooper.
Cooper, 100%. I really highly doubt that anybody's going to have voted otherwise, but let's have a look. I mean, Def Leppard got 1 vote. That's actually 1 more than I was expecting them to get, and that was Faulkner. Wow, Faulkner chose Def Leppard over Alice Cooper. I am shocked.
You flaming galah.
However, for Alice Cooper, we have Jamie Price, Shannon Watkins, Luke Powell, Hayley Holt, and Sophie Rowe.
Excellent. Fan base.
Sure pick, sir.
I was really hoping it's the other way around, but it's Beatles Metallica.
Fuck.
Beatles Metallica fan base. Fuck
This is
myself.
literally unfucking believable.
So we can start off easily and say they're both pretty high. Now, the Beatles in their day, this is, oh god.
The Beatles in their day were a worldwide thing.
Yeah, they were.
Every single person that listened to music knew who the Beatles were.
They were rabid Wolverines. I know where this is going. I can't go for it.
Fuck.
I can't deal with this shit. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to end this and make it painless as possible. Metallica fans are really good too. I'm voting for Beatles.
I'm really desperately trying to think of an argument here because Metallica are fucking massive.
They're huge, and I didn't ever think they would lose. against the Beatles.
This is like the one topic, the one category that they could have lost to them against.
The Beatles, their fans were intense, insane, in love, incapacitated.
People went nuts for them, like genuinely, like got arrested through them being insane.
Yeah, like they were in love, and Metallica fans are fucking great. And yeah,
loyal to the very end, which unfortunately looks like now.
I'm going with the Beatles.
I'm also going to have to go with the Beatles.
What the fuck just happened?
It's what we love about the Cypher tournament, man. Anything goes, anything can happen.
Right.
Just out of curiosity.
Tell me how many fucking votes got Metallica to win the fan vote.
Right,
which means nothing.
Have a look. Let's have a look. The fuck are they?
It's 6-0, isn't it?
It's 5-1.
5-1.
That one person voted for the Beatles, and that is Luke Powell. Everyone else said Metallica.
Right.
I'm in a bit of a state of shock. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the Beatles just beat Metallica to start the tournament, and I don't know what to do. That's a nice flap. Reminds me of never mind.
Well, just
shit.
before we continue, that's going down. That's a nice flap.
Oh god, I wish it was the other way around. So we know what match is next.
I don't.
Well, okay, I'll tell you the topic we're going for. Great. It's best album.
AC/DC versus Tom Petty.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I mean, great. You tell me Tom Petty's best album.
That's why it's easy. Okay.
Apparently I can't spell best.
Let's have a little ganders.
I just wrote AC/DC with the dash after the D and before the C, like a pleb.
AC/DC. Okay, so I'm actually going to jump out on a ledge and say Full Moon Fever is definitely...
I was thinking that, to be fair. The opener of Free Fallin' is just a great opener. Free Fallin'! That's him, right?
Running Down a Dream is also on this album, and that is a fucking tune. All Right for Now, fucking tune, dude.
Well, AC/DC's best album is got to be Back in Black, isn't it? Or Highway to Hell.
Oh, I don't know now. Let's have a look. Akadaka.
What you got? I got Back in Black up. Or I'll ruin my playlist I had set up and play the song instead of click on the album. Kill me. In fact, looking at this, it's probably the one you got.
I personally would say, oh my goodness
sorry.
gracious me.
Copyright, cancel video.
I'll have to do it all again. Metallica are back in this.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Metallica vs Beatles with a drummer. Oh wait, that would be awful as well.
I don't know, Ringo Starr's not a very good drummer.
Sorry, no, exactly, that's what I mean. Awful in terms of both awful.
Yeah, this is true. Lars would take that for sure.
Yeah.
Lars would take that for sure.
In fact,
mate, so Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm, fucking Too Much, Touch Too Much. Mate, Shot Down in Flames. I would say this is definitely my favourite, although let's have a look at this. Hellspell.
Yeah. And Shoot the Thrill.
And
Back in Black. I scratch my sack.
A scratch my sack. Shake a leg. Oh, mate. It's one of those two. It is definitely one of those two.
Got to decide on one. I'll go with mate, Mind Fart after the Beatles defeat. Beatles win. I am lost.
You literally don't know. What
Highway to Hell is what I'm going for.
Yeah, I think that's.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, that's got to take the edge for
For
me.
the sake of just quickly defeating Tom Petty.
Alice Cooper is an amazing showman. He writes stories into his set for every show, creates a story every time, and he's just fucking excellent. Spelt XC.
Elent.
Yes.
You silly sausage. Now then, I appreciate Tom Petty, but
He was pinnacle back in the day.
I've been very open in saying that I'm not huge on AC/DC. I think they're pretty overrated, but I like a lot more songs, and a lot of those songs are on that album.
Yeah. Other notable ones on other albums though. Thunder. That's fucking tune, mate.
Probably their best song.
TNT.
Yeah, that came on my head as well. But for this best album, so we've got to choose the best album. So it is Highway to Hell versus that one you said, Free Falling. I'm going with AC/DC.
I'm going with AC/DC.
And how many did AC/DC win by?
Let's have a wee look, shall we? Daka. Oh my fucking god. Come back! AC/DC versus Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. 5 to AC/DC, 0 to Tom Petty. And voters for AC/DC were Jamie Price, Luke Powell, Hayley Holt, Sophie Ray, and Faulkner.
Thanks, guys, for voting in all of these 8 matches thus far.
Where only one of your votes actually mattered.
So I can now confirm.
I can now confirm.
We've finished the first half of the tournament, so we've finished the left brackets. So we've got next week we'll do the other half, but little teaser for you. Next, when it gets to the second round, and we have 2 matches each, 2 topics each, it will be Alice Cooper versus Bon Jovi, the Rolling Stones versus the Beatles. That's gonna be fucking good. Motley Crue versus AC/DC, and oh my fucking god, Dio versus Sabbath.
Oh no.
That's gonna get filthy.
Ah. Can I just not come into work that day? Thanks.
No, you get what I pay you for. Are you coming? You work for your. I'm having a stroke.
Should not fucking laugh at that. It's just, how did you do that?
So that is that. That is the first week of the podcast topic review tournament. This time, I'm going to scratch my back.
I actually am. I've got a really shoulder.
It's the review time. It's review. It's So What
is...
by While She Sleeps. What's your history of While She Sleeps? Because I think you're a bigger fan than me going into this, I believe.
That is steep.
I've seen them live. They supported Bullet. I wasn't a fan.
You have seen them more than me.
The bassist threw water over me because I was texting when they came on stage.
He what?
He threw water over me when I was texting because I was texting when he came on stage. Walked on stage, looked at me, I looked up, literally, I was like, the band's on. Like, back to put it away, he just went, I was like, my phone's wet. Don't like this band.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Fair enough.
It will look funny.
Alright.
It's going to happen.
Are we just going to wait for it
Yeah.
for a minute? Okay. That's fine.
It did look funny.
It was.
Cool.
Do you not think that guy on the right hand side looks like Guy?
Not until you said, yeah. Yeah, got a bit more of an outward face.
Yeah.
Cool, right, let's do this review.
Protruding face.
A Petrard.
Yes, so While She Sleeps with So What, and we are starting with Antisocial.
Yes, as mentioned before, if you've just tuned in now, I did, in fact, review this album out of order because I didn't realise it was on shuffle.
So out of
I
order.
did start with a song, though.
That's the start.
Because I clicked on a song.
So, actually, a good start to the album. Pretty catchy, good guitar and drum work. And I'm also a sucker for that super tight alternate snare drum that they've got going on there. Yes, good song.
Not what I expected going by the small amount I've heard from the band before this album. Definitely not a fan of the amount of synth in use already. The lyrics are pretty good, as are the vocals themselves at times. Catchy rhythm for sure. The deeper guitar parts are alright, but don't make up for it.
Fair.
Thank you.
Thank you. So second we have I've Seen It All. Do you want to find it on your...
Found it.
So sick opening on the guitar. Really fucking, yeah, just awesome tapping. Good song with a strong anthem kind of feel. I feel there is a chance that I may have judged this album a bit too hastily from my very limited exposure to it.
Right, so for me, this is like the 7th song along for me, but now knowing it's the second, I'm going to emphasise the sentence I wrote anyway. The synth is annoying for the most part, so after having the synth too much in the first song and into this one, I would push like this is too much synth. But yeah,
Get ready for the rest of the album.
really not feeling this album. Apart from the second song. The catchiness continues, and I can see a lot of these going down well live, but not for home listening. It lacks pleasure.
Are you done?
No, yes.
No, yes. Mate, okay. Inspire, which is the third song.
And the final, for me, apparently.
I'm waiting for something like hilarious to come out of your misordering of things. Just like that a minute ago. It's like, I've already had enough of this album, second song in. It was probably like the 7th. Maybe not. Maybe it was like the first. Yeah, Inspire, it's okay. Something's missing on the other 2 songs though. So chorus isn't really doing me any favours, but I like the cool thing sort of after it. The drummer is very good at what he does, to be fair. But that was about all I could say.
Funny enough, this is the only time I mentioned the drummer as well. Really do not like the synth use here. It sounds like I mentioned synth a lot, but these are pretty much the 3 songs that I mentioned it, I think. They just happen to be like
In the beginning of the
yeah,
album.
and I heard them first, 7th, and last. So really do not like the use of synth here. Not a great song. Drums are alright, I guess.
Fair.
Thank you.
So What is next.
Yeah.
I expect a lot from...
I actually heard this 4th.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you for that. I expect a lot from Namesakes. Musically, it's really good. Great guitar work. The lyrics are pretty sick. Gang vocals are a nice touch as well. Yeah, good stuff. Kind of just about ticks enough boxes for a Namesake.
It's more on the screamier side, at least to begin with. This is a bit of an odd one, especially as it's the title track. I'm not keen on it. The unusual voices that come up, such as that woman that goes like, "You only did it for the money." I was like, that made no sense to the song. Don't make sense, or at least on first listen.
How many times did you listen?
1.
Yeah. Cool. So The Guilty Party is next. It feels like something's getting a bit samey here. At this point, the song's okay, not awful, but nothing special. Lyrics are better than I remember from While She Sleeps. That's about as good as I can say.
Okay. What song?
The Guilty Party.
The Guilty Party. So this one I heard before. Did a reaction video for it, which got blocked. Thank you, one of us. This one I've heard before, and I somewhat liked it. Now hearing it. Now hearing it as part of an album, I get more of a thought process with it. It feels like more of an anthem than just a standard song. One that younger fans can get behind a bit more. I still only somewhat like it though.
Madness, I say. Cool. So Haunt Me is next. This is probably the biggest single taken off of it. I feel like they've played a lot of the same kind of cards over and over again. The quiet before the storm kind of thing, where the whole music drops and it's just the vocals, is in literally every song so far. Again, not awful, but meh. I'm kind of bored at this point.
Haunt Me. So one of the last ones I listened to, another one of the better tracks. Obviously, I haven't mentioned the first one of the better tracks. Yeah, but another one of the better tracks on the album, one you can sing along to easily. Feels like a bit of a journey through the song, which is the only song that really gave me like a feeling towards it. The rest of it just seemed lyrics and mind blowing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Elephant is track number 7. So finally something a little different. I like this one. Musically it's strong and the vibe it carries is good. Just comes together well as a song, and the end guitar work is pretty fucking beastie.
Yep, Elephant is a heavier track but keeps the catchy vibe. The chanting lyrics within the song probably go down well live, but they were okay as listened to it. Definitely a step up from Antisocial, because this is the second song that I heard.
Okay, fair. So Set You Free is next. Drastic change. Sounds like something from Ammo. except better actually. Tempo changes give it energy, and it's all round not a bad song. The album carries some surprises, I guess.
So this is quite late on for me. The song is mediocre, but it does have its good points. I quite like the chorus.
Fair. Where the fuck are we? Good grief. That's where we are.
That's what I feel.
The tapping guitar intro sets high expectations, and while they weren't actually met, I'm not mad at it. It's okay, not the best on the album, or it's not the best that the album has to offer, but it's all right. Altogether, a good song that comes together well.
Yeah, it's well, no, it's getting a tad samey at this point. It's not awful, just boring. This is the second time on this album that I've heard there's like a little industrial section.
Yeah.
Where it sounds like kind of not Rammstein-y, but like God module kind of thing, stuff like that. Similar to I've lost my place because I was chatting. What song are we on?
Good grief.
Yeah, I know. But what song are we on? Second time I've heard a bit of an industrial sound to a short section, which is certainly an interesting route to take.
Yeah. Back of My Mind is next. So cool opening, reminds me of something, not quite sure what it was, and never did actually get around to it. I like the different styles involved, but again, it is quite samey.
So, an alright track with some random rap parts at the end. In brackets, what the fuck was that accent that was going on? It was very strange. I'm not sure if it was a different person or him just being
Weird.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Borderline accent mocking, I don't know, with rap. However, there was a great guitar part there too.
Yeah, it's not bad. So number 11 and the final track on the album, Gates of Paradise.
Yeah.
So a cool chorus laced with subpar verses on some almost exact sounding gimmicks as other songs, but I do kind of like it. It's not bad.
So this is one I heard before the original, another one of the better tracks. So this is one of the better tracks on the album. A bit repetitive at the end, but otherwise good. A nice mixture of heavy and soft vocals, and I've added at the end, worthy-ish of album closer, now that I know. Now that I know that the repetitive lyrics at the end is like the album closer, I kind of get it a bit more.
Yeah.
Starts to top off the album, whereas halfway through the album didn't seem so well.
Yeah, and the kind of, I got that same sort of vibe where I've put here, like almost exact sounding gimmicks as other songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much like similar to the open of the album, so could just be part of the feel, but if it was like that, then they should have done a little bit more with it, I think. And that is that.
Yeah.
So, sir, what did you think overall?
That's neat, I think. Okay, so from the top down, overall the album isn't great. It has its moments, some of which are very good, but nothing spectacular. They've obviously done a Bring Me the Horizon here, but the use of synth is sometimes unnecessary and worsens the songs. And that's all I've got for you, mate.
Fair enough. Yeah, all around, it's an okay album. I definitely agree with you. As I said in one of the songs here, it sounds like something that you'd hear on Ammo. Just Bring Me's newest one.
Yeah.
Boh.
Bleh.
So yeah, it does sound like they've kind of taken a step in that direction. However, not bad. Better than Ammo.
Yeah.
And if it's better than Ammo, then it's better than a pile of shit.
Better than Zero.
This is true. Only marginally. Maybe. Who knows? What did you give it, sir?
I'm torn. I'm going to give it... It's between two numbers, funny enough.
Never would have guessed with you.
I'm going to go for the... I feel like the lower is too low and the higher is too high.
Can't do points.
I know. I'm going to give it the higher... Oh, fuck, my balls.
Ask yourself this. If you were doing points, what point would you give it and round it up or down?
I'd give it a 0.5.
So up.
Well, 5's in the middle.
Yeah.
Why up?
Because you always do when it's 5.
Don't like those odds.
So give it.
I was going to give it a 5 anyway. I think, yeah, it's a 5 out of 10.
Oh, okay, mad. I only gave it a 6.
Yeah?
Yeah, 6 out of 10. And that is arrived. So what?
So whattings. So, thank you for joining us on this short podcast today, but that's what happens when you buy broccoli on a Tuesday.
When you eat broccoli on a Tuesday?
Buy broccoli, don't ever eat on a Tuesday, never on a Tuesday.
Never on a Tuesday.
But don't buy on a Tuesday, you cracker.
Cracker.
Cool. I think I called you a cracker 3 times. So, join us next week where the topic will be the second half of the first round of Decide the Podcast. And those matches... Yes, tournament, thank you. And those matches will be the following. Motorhead versus The Who.
What?
Zeppelin versus Guns N' Roses. Aerosmith, Thin Lizzy. Judas Priest, Deep Purple. The Doors, Kiss. It's a weird image. Slayer, Van Halen. Queen, Iron Maiden. And Pink Floyd with Jimi Hendrix.
The Queen with an Iron Maiden's actually quite an interesting image as well.
Yeah. And as I have not prepared any more unsigned bands like I intended to do in the last couple of weeks, because I don't fucking know, we're skipping unsigned week because we haven't no one to do.
Sick.
And we're going to do the next fan choice.
Oh, god damn.
So I just want to confirm that I am correct in who I think it is. We will be reviewing a Menra with Mass 6 or Mass VI. And that is requested by Jalen Watkins.
Interesting. Do we know what kind of band this is?
Not even slightly.
Okay.
Join us next week, you absolute delights.
The toucan has arrived.
Pay us respect.